I'm live. Fancy that. Live on a Tuesday. And every Tuesday I do Storytelling Tuesday. Corn parts. Wow, you're here and it still says I have nobody here. Oh, now it says one. Way behind it is. Oh, now it says two. Wow, really? Chaos Paddlers. How's it going? Hey, I got two people and one like. Wow. Any brand 831. Sup? Wow, I'm actually getting people in here kind of early. Must be because I put the girls on right away. Could be 3 likes. No, it's not. Now it's down to 2. Corn farts, you scared somebody away. All right, now it's 2 likes. Yeah, say you said that it went to 2. You just I don't know what you did, but yeah, there was 3 of us. Now it's 2. Oh yeah, these are just pictures of old. Yeah, I think it's Airy Brand 831. I don't know. I guess I don't know what happened to him. He was here for a second. He disappeared. Corn fart scared him. It's like, oh my god, I didn't leave a like. I'm out of here. Oh no, now it's 3. Well, it's only telling me 2, but there's 3 people on here. Oh, YouTube, get a little more accurate, please. It's always so delayed. Girls, no, that was a man. He's the only man on there. Weird pet juju. Yeah, it's still telling me it only says 2, but I know there's 3 beyond here. So that's like really weird. One of you's got the privacy setting on or something, the incognito setting for some reason. Yeah, these are, yeah, that's exactly what these are. Just old ex girlfriends. I like to take pictures of all my ex girlfriends. No, there's one picture of my friend. Yeah, don't put it on the incognito setting when you're with me. That's only. Oh, wait, but then I have a bunch of hot, barely clothed chicks in the background. So maybe YouTube's doing it automatically. They're all like, is he watching porn? No, there was one. There is one picture in here that's a guy. My friend King Cobra. No, this is just the ice. Now it says 1. Oh, yeah. No, I don't do the king anymore. I don't do that. So, yeah, now it says 1. It's just yeah, it's hanging down to 1. I don't know. Yeah, no, not ex girlfriends. Who was that? Chaos Battlers. Oh, she was asking me. These are girls you take out. Yeah, I wish. No, it's too cold. Well, if I go over the hill, it's not too cold. They could. Okay, now it says 2 people and 4 likes. Oh, now it says 3 people. It's like, oh, there we go. That's where the 4th like came from. And the 3rd person. Low budget's in here. Mr. LBB is in the house. Oh, I did another Patreon video today. Low, since you're one of the 2. Since you're one of the 2 that are able to watch my Patreon because you are a patron. Yeah, I spent all day. Yeah, I did new. I said I filmed a new Patreon. Uh, Also rendered another video that's going up tomorrow. Tonight I gotta start editing another video that's going up on Thursday. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to actually go somewhere and film because now I'm caught up and I don't have that much more content. I still have the Skate and Fish 3.0. Still have 3 tournament diaries that I've never dove into. My FLWs from the last couple of years. Yeah, I need to go somewhere and film some lake. I need to go film for the next like 4 days, so I have content for next week. I'm going out with Chris on Saturday, so that's good. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I need to go somewhere and fish. We had some rain last night, some cold weather. Yeah, I figured that's what you guys were going back and forth about. The G Money Strong Spring Open. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't enter it, but I know I'm focusing on my own thing. So G Money is gonna do the CCB Bay Challenge. So he's up. Not next. I think I'm Hooked TV is next. Well, Flack. I sent Flack the baits. He's gonna be doing them. I'm Hooked set up to it next. I'm just waiting for him to send me a picture. And then G Money's after that. I think Jag Fishing is in line. Plus Fishy Angler, I think, is in line. I don't know. I said I think there's like 8 people in line. Just got another person that wants to do it the other day. Chaos Paddler. I don't know if you've set me a thing to be in it. The CCB Bay Challenge, low budget, did the first one. I don't know if you're one of them that already signed up or not. But if not, Chaos, send me an email saying, hey, I want to do the CCB Bay Challenge. A five's a baby in not really. Well, maybe in private ponds. Yeah, like I say, Chaos. If you're in Chaos, if you want to, like I said, I don't know. Have you signed up? Do you want to do the CCB Bay Challenge? I mean, I don't know if you're one of the people that already offered it, but like I said, not. If not, send an email and you can do the CCB Bay Challenge. That's low budget. He had a lot of fun with it. It's 5 free baits anyway. At least you're getting 5 free baits. There's the guy. No, that's a girl again. Yeah, we'll just send one. It's bass at centralcoastbass.com. Yeah, I said bass, BASS at centralcoastbass.com. That's my email. You can find it on my website, centralcoastbass.com. I'm pretty sure uh, it's on my YouTube channel too, or at least my website's on my YouTube channel, and you can get that. But yeah, send me an email, title it Bait Challenge, and then I'll send you the information. So I'm getting everybody lined up. I just said it's Bass BASS at centralcoastbass.com. It's bass at centralcoastbass.com. Hi, I'm not a woman, but I figured if I came over here and did it, you might get it. Also, if you go to, yeah, you can check out his channel. His channel has a link to his channel has a link to the original invite video that tells you the whole concept. And yeah, or just email me. Yeah. Either way, just leave any comment on mine saying you want to do it, and I'll send you the email address link. I'd sorry, you're probably not paying attention to me again because I moved out of the way to women. Wow, this thing went all the way up to. It told me there was like 8 people on this. Drop back down to 3. Yeah, I always have an issue when I'm on here in our pre-show before I go to my storytelling because everybody's looking to my, well, it's my left. I think it's your right. But yeah, everyone's looking over my shoulder. It's like I feel like a woman going, "Hello guys, I'm over here," instead of, "Hey guys, I'm up here." Good concept for a pre-show though, right? While we're just talking everything before the story gets going. That's where this whole concept came from. My live viewers, because they wanted cheerleaders, but I couldn't wrangle live women here. So I decided that was the best thing. There's like 35 of them in here. I've never actually gone and found more and added more to it, but it's enough eye candy to keep people sort of looking over my shoulder while we're getting into the storytelling, or up to the point to be at the storytelling. It's usually I come on and it takes about, yeah, like half hour, 20 minutes. We're just talking everything else before it seems like we get our crowd in here. So that's kind of how that's going. Or that's usually kind of how it goes. I've been I've been trying to check out some of the other lives, but I don't know. They all seem to just be about the same thing. just just welcoming people in and welcoming people in and say liking a lot and check out this and check out that and check out this. It does like most of the lives I try to get in. Well, Grant and those guys, they actually just conversate and talk about a bunch of stuff. But it seems like all the other ones I get into, it's all about growing your channel and sharing and they never even look at the camera. They just like they look down at the screen the whole time. Like, hey, welcome Chaos Battler. Hey, welcome Low Budget. Hey, yeah, Chris. Hey, yeah. They never even like look up ever. It's always just. I thought going live is about interacting and face to face and that and some of them I comment. I'm like, do you ever look at the screen? Like, well, the camera's up here, and my screen's down here, so it's really hard for me to look at the camera while I'm oh, well, have you ever thought about sort of reorganizing like where the camera is? So maybe you could put the camera kind of by the screen so you're at least kind of looking like you're actually interacting to a person instead of text on a page. It's supposed to be about networking and meeting the people that are on your channel, and they're not even looking at the freaking camera the whole time. They're just like, "Hey, yeah, hey guys, how you doing? Oh, welcome, so and so." Well, see, I got on and said it a couple of them. Well, I'm looking at the screen. Hey, Jay Jones. See, we're starting to get some of the rags on here. Some of the rags. Corn parts. What's up, Jay? thing's really weird. Now it says 4. I said 7 or 8 at one point. Now it's back down. But yeah, I'm so confused with the bouncer does some nice vids about the S4S. What the hell is S4S? I don't even know what that is. Bouncer slab. Uh, I don't know. I might watch him. It's not ringing a bell. Oh, blub for. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is just. I don't know. There's a whole like crew of them. That's. That's like all they're about constantly. And then they were. I was on with somebody else too. Somebody live. Wasn't a fishing channel or anything else. And people were talking about wrenches, and I made fun and said, uh, "This is so classic too." I'm all, "Ooh, I have a," because all the wrenches are blue, right? So I typed in, "I have a purple wrench" on one person's channel, and it's like everybody took me serious, and all of a sudden all these comments are all purple. How do you get a purple wrench? And I want a purple wrench, and I'm gonna Google that right. And the guy that was doing the live is like, "Wait a minute, guys, wait a minute, wait a minute. There is no purple wrench." And I typed in, "Oh my god, what did I start?" Yeah, everyone actually believed me, and suddenly everyone was trying to figure out how you went and got a purple wrench. It's because I don't know. It was just it was just so funny. It's like these people are so gullible. Like nobody took it as evidently my dry humor. Everyone thought like purple. They have a purple wrench. Yeah, exactly. It's more gray than it is purple, but yeah. But even the host, it's I don't even know who it is. Some black guy that goes live, but he's all, "Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute, guys. He's not." He's like, "That's not true. There is not a purple wrench. Don't go try it." And everyone else like, "Oh, I was just gonna look it up and I was gonna try and see." It's just like I just thought it was so classic of of these YouTube people. Yeah, it was totally classic, guys. The whole lineage of all the comments and everything that started after I said that. Like I had some special wrench that nobody else had, and they want to know how to get one. It's just so stupid. But it just shows you how I guess how gullible people are, especially on YouTube. But yeah, I haven't really seen, I don't know, just everybody's obsession with oh, there it is. Corn Farts found his platinum wrench. I still think it looks gray. I still want to see somebody pull up a purple wrench. That's the wrench I started. There should be a gold wrench too. I don't know. There should be levels of wrenches. Why? I mean, everyone on there is just has a blue wrench. There should be like different lords of the wrench. Like they can do the, because you have all these blue wrench people that can wrench other people and put them on timeout and that. But some of your wrenches might be out of hand, so you might need wrenches that can wrench the wrench. So that might be kind of fun. Like like oh, that's a different wrench. That's like a pipe wrench. Oh, that's a wrench and a hammer. There you go. Yeah. See, now we're getting creative. But it'd be like Lords of Game of Thrones kind of thing with having the gun, having the monitors be able to monitor the monitors. So it'd be just sort of timing people out and it'd be just I don't know. I don't get any way. I don't have any hair. Why do I need any hair? We embrace when we get trolls. It's so much fun when you have trolls that come in and that. But I don't know. I do have I do have Blue Wrench on WTF Mike. There you go. WTF Mike. I'm blue on him, and then some other really weird kind of random guy came on there, and all of a sudden he gave me a blue wrench. I was just kind of like, dude, I've been on there for like 10 minutes, and he gave me a wrench. What do I do with it? It's like, oh, I can time someone out. I can put someone in timeout. Ooh, cool. Why? Ah, fix. Anybody fish today? Said my day was spent editing and filming and editing. Caterpillar Man. Well, at least somebody watched that video. I wasn't expecting to get too many views. I just thought it was interesting that those type of caterpillars are just haunting me at different lakes. What'd you catch today, Corn? Anything? Did you go to the beach? Did you go to a lake? Caterpillar. I corrected it. Wait, what? Called it a caterpillar. How long? Hey, Buzz. Stanislaus? Did I call it a caterpillar? Well, it's my weird accent, I guess. Gar. Oh, in the video, I called it a caterpillar. I know you keep. Can you eat gar? You can probably eat gar just like you can carp. You can eat any fish, evidently. Just give it to an Asian; they'll figure out how to do it. Asians will tell you how to cook anything. They know what's going on. They evidently eat golden shiners. They eat hitch. You see in my videos, they don't even know what the fish is, and they're taking it home to eat it. It's fish. It's got meat. I can eat it. I can eat it, no problem. Going into my fry it, eat it. Well, a lot of countries they eat like rats and stuff. So dog. Philippines eat dog. Dang it. Allergies totally got me all stuffed up and all freaking phlegmy. Man, that girl has a lot of really cool tattoos. And suddenly it went to me pointing at her boob. I don't know, but the Asian channels for some reason get a lot of views, even if they're like stupid. My stepdad's eating dog. He's Filipino. When he was younger, he ate dog. He didn't. He grew up in a family of like 11 or something, and not very, well off. So stray dogs, food. You don't bring that. It's not a pet. It's food. What? There's a dog running down the street. No collar. Go get it. I'll start cutting up some vegetables. We'll make stew. Ain't no such thing as roadkill. Yeah, I mean, what the heck? Valley of the Sun's Vision 88. What's up? It's really weird. There's like way more people coming in on I have my stepdad's son now lives in Japan. He's doing English teaching. Ooh, nice. Yeah, well, you saw my videos of me having fun with some carp. Still haven't really been back there yet. Fat bass. Yeah, I'm sure there are somewhere in that lake. I don't think I've caught anything in. Got some like threes out there. I think that's like the base I've ever caught out of Amelin Lake. Need to go back to Amelin Reservoir. I need to go back up there. That grass is starting to grow. Might be some back lawn bowling. Oh, the backside of it. I don't really fish over there. I don't really fish on that backside. I know where the lawn bowling is. When if you start on the other side and go across the bridge. Yeah. Oh, actually, I did fish. I flipped that one out there. Remember, long time ago. 12-pound line. I flipped him out, and he got stuck in the weeds or in the tree, and I had to break him off. That was like a good fish. I don't know. They just keep cutting that lake off all the time, or parts of it. Yeah, the time of his life. No, I just said I just don't like. I have a. They just kind of that algae thing. They don't effing care that it's like the most mercury filled lake, but is that at me? That's at me, the drop shot. I don't fish Texas much. Did they start putting them up there again? I said I haven't. That's why I haven't been on a lake in so long because they keep putting up those stupid ass things. I know, but it has. They're worried about some form of algae in there, and it used to be a part of a mercury mine. It has tons of mercury in it. It's if you look it up and research online, it's one of the most toxic as far as mercury in like the whole nation. That, but no, you can fish with the mercury. Who cares? Did you? You just dropped a new video? Oh, I'll probably have the. I get all of them. I get so many updates from videos. Don't bathe in the water. Yeah, I know. It's like they don't care about the mercury, but they care about some algae, the same algae that's in freaking Pinot and that. Nobody's ever gotten sick from it. Uh, Not really. I mean, I think all the rangers will do is say, if they see you, don't fish. I don't think they're gonna write you a ticket about it. But it's just a freaking pain in the ass. Just a complete pain in the ass if they keep like saying that it's toxic. It's just algae, guys. Like, don't drink the water. I mean, How hard is that? Dogs can probably drink the water. It's not going to hurt them. Birds are drinking the water. I see the seagulls drinking the water. I see the ducks drinking the water. I see the everything drinking the water. Sharks Air Arena. Was No, my mom used to have it in their science class. They would play with mercury. They would have it out, put it on the table, and you could like hit it and split it up and all the other stuff. It's, it's like it used to be in your science class. I mean, that's a true thing. That's what my mom said. They used to play with it. Now they don't even want it in thermometers. Like thermometers are going the other way with other different stuff. Hey, Big Worm made it. Now we need to hook him down. We should be on his drive home about now. Yeah, it's really cool, man. The only reason, I mean, getting it in your system, I mean, it doesn't attach to your fingers. You see how it balls together and everything. The reason it was so toxic to the miners in that is because they boiled it and it got into the steam in that, and that got into their system. But no, but I mean, but if you play with it, now it balls, it splits up, it comes back together. I mean, maybe if you took one of the balls and swallowed it, yeah, it's gonna hurt you. Same thing with lead. If you get lead in fine particles, like in the paint and that, oh really? It's like lead. Like I've been biting split shots and everything else. I've been biting, split shots and pinching them down in my mouth and everything since I was like 5. And there's so much lead in the waterman, in the waterman, you know, and there's so much lead in the water anyway and everything else. But that lead that's in that weight and that, it's not in a fine enough particle that is going to affect you. It's the fine little teeny microscopic pieces. Exactly. It's those microscopic little pieces that are in paint and that get into your system and are small enough and everything to get into your body. Like if you swallow a lead weight, like a half-ounce weight, it'll go in you, it'll go out you, and it won't do a damn thing. Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, but that's the whole thing. I mean, think about it. If lead was as toxic as all these other people are talking about, how much lead is in every single lake in the freaking US? Well, it's kind of the same thing with fiberglass. Fiberglass, I mean, you can hold fiberglass and everything else, it's fine. It's when you sand it and everything else and get into those fine little teeny particles, they get in your lungs and they have like the fiber and then they inject and they get caught in your lungs and all that. And that's what makes fiberglass bad. Yeah, but it's not that the lead will do anything to you. It's the fact that it's these dicky bird watchers and these native, not native people, but it's the dicky bird and the people that are, oh, lead, 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 because they hear all the stuff on the news and the kids having lead poisoning and all that, because it's from paint, because it's from something that's in a powder form and so microscopic that it can get into your system and get into your bloodstream and all that and affect you. I said you could swallow a freaking, I mean, you could take this lead head off this and swallow it. It'll go right through your system and you won't get lead poisoning. You won't get anything from it. It's not in a small enough particle or form to do anything to your body. Oh, I proved it over all the years of biting. Tungsten is actually a form of steel. It's not a lead. That's why everyone's promoting tungsten because it's not. This is actually lead. It's a steel. Swallow it whole. No, they've had it. See, here's the thing with all the stuff and them saying that lead is bad. is because they say that a lot of birds and everything, if they swallow lead pellets or lead anything else, it's gonna give them like our kids and everything that play around powder and the powdered form of lead. But when they swallow that lead or getting that lead, it goes right to their body. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything to them. But if they eat something that somehow is big enough that it's like an ounce weight or something, and for some reason they eat it with something else, it's not big enough to pass through the system. Yeah, it's going to kill them. Yes, that's what I said. It can only get into your bloodstream if it's in that microscopic powdery form that you or we used to find because now we don't do lead-based paints. But I guarantee you, every single kid or any sort of ever lead poisoning in this country that has been verified and everything else is from the powdery form of paint. There has never been. Yeah, but there has never been any sort of lead poisoning that's come from a fisherman, a fishing bait, a fishing weight, a split shot, a worm weight, a spinnerbait lead head, a shaky head lead head. Yeah, but this form of it, I said, even if you swallow it and it goes through your system, it's going to go right through it. it's 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 not going to be absorbed and end up in your bloodstream. It has to be in that microscopic powdery form. That's just, but all these, PETA and everybody else, lead poisoning, lead poisoning, lead poisoning. You're putting that lead in there, birds picking that up, it's swallowing it. Yeah, it's not. I said if that was the case, that this form of lead ended up being something that absorbed into the water somehow and created some sort of and sort of created some sort of toxic issue, then every single lake in America and probably in majority of the world would be a toxic lead bath, and everything that went in it that drank that water would have lead poisoning and would lead to lead poisoning. But no, that doesn't happen. It's only when it's in such a microscopic form. It's kind of like asbestos. The reason asbestos is kind of like fiberglass and that it's because it gets into that powdery form and that very microscopic form that can get into your system and into your bloodstream. And asbestos brake pads and that, it becomes that powder form, which is microscopic enough that you get. I mean, a lot of ceiling stuff in that used to be asbestos, but what it was is it would break down a little bit and we get a powder in that, and it would kind of fall down like a dust and everything, which would get into your lungs and get into your system. So yeah, it's got to be teeny. Like I said, the lead really won't do anything. There's a lot of animals and everything that eat lead, and like lead BBs, pellet BBs, that sort of. It just passes through their system, and they don't suddenly have lead poisoning. It's just it just doesn't happen that way. I said I've been doing it since I was like 5. Yeah, it's just I said it's because lead poisoning did happen because of we used to use lead in the paint that led to all lead is poisonous and all lead can cause lead poisoning and cancer and everything else. But it's totally the worst fake news ever. Oh yeah, eat a brake pad. and then sign up that you were affected by asbestos. Where's Hookem Dano? Isn't he driving about now? Or shouldn't he be driving about now? Isn't he the one we usually have to get home because he's driving about now? Yeah, but it's all, yeah, I don't know. I just don't believe the hype. It's not like the old saying, like an old hip hop song. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's not driving. Oh, yeah, what? Fracking doesn't cut. We thought we'd have to get you home. Oh, really? Wow. I know. I was just asking. I just asked. I don't know if he was on here just in the background listening, but I'm like, where's Hookem Dano? We're supposed to get him home. He should be driving. And all of a sudden you show up and you're not driving. That's really odd. Sorry, we're just going over I don't know, we're having actually a lot of good conversations about the plight of YouTube and live and networking and getting subs to my water's still. Wow, really? Yeah, and then we went into a whole lead thing, and then we went into all other kind of stuff. And then Horn Farts wanted me to eat this lead so I could prove the fact that you could eat it and it'll just pass through your system. I already have a lot of proof that birds have done that, so I don't have to prove that. But trust me, I've bitten enough. I think I have swallowed a split shot at one point in my life. I think I have swallowed a split shot at some point in my life, one of the little teeny ones. But I've been biting him and pinching him and everything else forever. If anybody was a prime target to have lead poisoning, it would be me. But not the type of lead that gives you lead poisoning, evidently. That's good. Ooh, ouch. 80 pounds of what? Cabbage? Oh, garbage. I said 80 pounds of cabbage. He was carrying 80 pounds of cabbage, and it's everywhere on the road right now. Birds and everything else going to be in here just eating all this stuff up soon. We're going to feed a shitload of things. Wow, 80,000 pounds of trash. Nice. Oh, well. It's a natural hazard. And you're probably insured for it. No big deal. Right? It's probably going to happen. Great, he said. 110 in the summer. Yeah, I don't know. Our lakes aren't that warm here yet. County is self-insured. Yeah, of course. Yeah, and our waters here are just getting into the 70s. I mean, most of them are like 69, 69, 68, upper 60s. We haven't really hit into the 70s yet. At least most of them I've been checking. But spawn's already over for the most part. I was in the lake. I finally saw my first bedfish, or actually spawners. a lake I was just at that I filmed at. First time so far out of any lakes I've actually seen anything on the bed. I don't know. They found bass living in 91-degree water. My lake's down south. Putting stone on my home lake and that in the summer, it was always like 86, 88 degrees surface temp. Triggerfish in Capitola. I I caught those in Monterey already. They've been in Monterey for a while. That's no news. I caught one. I caught one in one of my lives. I caught triggerfish. That was like 2 months ago. They've been up here for a while. I know they're not usually up here, but yeah, no, they've been up here for a while. Yeah, I caught one in my live. One of the all red ones. That was a while ago. Yeah, it was in the paper here in Monterey that somebody caught like a big triggerfish in that. Yeah, they came up. It's been warmer water up here. Uh, yeah, I said like cut the calicos of they've established, but yeah, no, I did. I caught a triggerfish in one of my lives at the pier. I don't know how long ago that was. Yeah, it wasn't what they're all female and then they turn male when they turn black and red, but it was one of the ones that was just all just pearl. It was like, I don't know, 8 inches, 10 inches, something like that. Wicked ass freaking teeth on the thing. Yep, they're up here. Wait, how did that Asian dude? Wait, what? What? You mean the ones behind me? Oh wait, maybe that was that sheephead? Oh, you're right. I think that was sheephead. But no, the triggerfish. We caught triggerfish up here too. Triggerfish have been caught. You're right. I think mine was a sheephead. But no, they've been catching triggerfish off of the pier for since winter. Yeah, a couple of people told me. Yeah, you're right. Mine was a sheephead, but yeah, there were some triggerfish because I was like, triggerfish? Those aren't usually up here. And yeah, well now there's yeah Capitola. Yeah, but no, they've been up here too. It's been really warm. The water's been well, up in the high 50s and 60s. Well, not really. It's usually 55 here, and it's been like 58, 60. It doesn't take much. It only takes a couple of degrees for them to move up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, even down south, what the average temperature is probably like what 65 down like Huntington, Newport, and that isn't it usually like 65 or something compared to up here we're 55. It's not that much of a difference. Yeah, that's extremely warm for up here. That's down south weather. That's why all those fish are coming up in it. They're following that warm stream up. Yeah, it's like you gotta remember the ocean is very constant. It's not like the lakes, they go from 32 up to 80s from the winter to the summer. Ocean is usually very consistent. Yeah, yeah. So that's just it. It only takes a from going from being 55 consistently to maybe being 60 and all that with a warm current coming up from the south for all those fish to just say, "Hey, let's go. Let's follow the stream. Let's get new food." But all those fish we've had here, the opal eye came up in one of the El Ninos. uh, opal eyes came up the El Nino. The calico bass came up here with the El Nino. Who knows? The sheephead are up here now. The triggerfish are up here. Um, who knows? They might stay. They suddenly follow it up, and I don't know. Suddenly they acclimate to a little bit colder water and that. But if it's better feed and everything else, they'll stay up here. It's called a slough. No, a slough is actually well. No, yeah, sloughs are sort of landlocked, aren't they? Some are landlocked. Some of them are attached to the ocean. Oh, and I found out the canal that I was telling you guys about a long time. It's Watsonville Canal or slough or whatever. The one I was saying right before the FedEx. Remember I was trying to describe it. If you've been there, something a while ago. I don't know why I just triggered in my head, but yeah, no, because somebody was like, "Oh, Pajaro River." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's that little slough. It's right. It's called Watsonville Slough. It's a canal that runs." River Slough. Yeah, no, it's yeah. Some people have never fished it. It's I know it's got fish in it. Crosses I went. The one I'm talking about, yeah, it's Watsonville. So it goes underneath. That's right before that new FedEx building they just built. No, I don't fish many sloughs. I'm not a big slough fisher. Not really big into fishing the sloughs. I just thought I know I like that one. I like that one video where that manatee was bugging you and hanging around, staying underneath your lake. I thought that was so bizarre. Like you're bass fishing, and here's this big ass manatee, like right next to the boat, and he almost gets like the bass almost goes into him. We're such docile creatures. Yeah, I would too. It's like when I snagged a freaking otter. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, there is that nest of bald eagles that hang out there. Wait, when slew? I don't know if there's sturgeon in there. People say there's sturgeon a lot of places, but I haven't really seen them around a lot of it. Not many sturgeon. Oh, there is sturgeon in there? Yeah, I hooked one once at at the Coast Guard here. He caught my line and took off. He wasn't on the hook in that, but he wrapped around my line and he took off, and I just clicked it in gear and let him go, and I don't know, somehow he actually came off. It was one of the tagged ones too. It had tags on its feet, so it was one they were monitoring. But he swam by and he hit my line. You know, they usually like kind of collapse, kind of like that when they turn. Well, evidently when he collapsed, he kind of caught my line with him and started pulling really hard. So I said, I just clicked in gear, let it go, and all of a sudden they did it, and I clicked in gear, and then it kind of pulled a little bit, and then it came off. Hey, man, sometimes music can lead you to good fishing places. Promise. Oh my God. Down, down around the mountain, down the rivers. Primus sucks. Primus sucks. What are you, a Tool fan? What we got? Some of us. Where's Chris? I haven't seen Chris. We have Jay Jones on there, but I haven't seen. Couple of the usual regulars aren't coming in here yet. I thought Chris would be with us. You're bullied by a family? What? Big brown beaver. Oh, oh, by the way, oh, I gotta tell you guys this. This is really funny. Um, I just had um that live I did at Pinto, the one where I said Pinto was getting hot. Um, that one, Pinto was getting hot. Uh, Somehow got flagged for no or limited ads. I have no idea why. Um, I guess maybe is Pinto is getting hot. Is that the title of some porn video or something? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, it came up and yeah, limited or no ads um, for it. But here's the funny thing: the caterpillar one I just put on. No, not the one. No, the one after Leg X. Leg X one did not get flagged. That one's fine. It was the one I put up. Pinto is getting hot. That one got flagged for inappropriate to all or most advertisers. I said I love Pinto. I don't know. But the caterpillar one actually got flagged. And when I first put it up and I went to it and I went to monetize it, it said, yeah, it said no or limited ads. And I'm like, what? It said, what's up with this caterpillar? Uh, I think it loves me. Yeah, caterpillar abuse. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, but here it is suddenly it came up and PETA. No, it's an algorithm. It just looks for like some sort of keyword or something else. But what it was is oh, we're getting 10. All right. It's getting to be story time, but this is a little story too about that. In the beginning, I said, I think I had no, I phrased it. No, 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 no. Yeah, well, no, we're getting to this. I phrased it. I these have. Wait, I just had my mind, and then he put no animal love, and I lost what I actually originally wrote. Ah, what I write? Um, oh, I wrote. I have a strange attraction to these caterpillars, and it was it was that phrase. No, the phrase was I haven't. I have a. I have. Wait. I have a attraction to these caterpillars. Exactly. That's what triggered it. I have a. I have an attraction to these caterpillars. Yeah. And so I went in because it flagged it, right? So I went in and I'm like, what could be causing this? I mean, what is causing it to be unacceptable to most advertisers? What's up with this caterpillar? I think it loves me. Makes no sense. And I looked at that phrase and I went, I have a strange attraction to these caterpillars. Okay, is that what their algorithm is looking at? That maybe it's some sort of pedophile fetish sort of thing. Yeah. And so I went in. Oh, Dr. Hammond's in here. I went in, took out that phrase and said, these caterpillars seem to like me. And then left the rest of it same. Um, before I changed it, I took it off of monetization, changed it, saved it, changed, put it back to monetization. It went up, and and all of a sudden now it's normal, doesn't have that restriction or anything on it. So it was that little phrase. No, it was that phrase that I have some attraction to this type of caterpillar. I don't know. I don't watch those type of videos, but for some reason, that was the trigger. Oh yeah, no grubs and all that stuff. Yeah, really good. This one's got a lot of hair on it. I don't know if you watch. Well, you did watch it, but yeah. But no, anyway, yeah, that was the trigger. Yeah, and now I know. I think the one with the pinna was getting hot. It flagged it, and I don't think it was anything in the keywords. Oh no, actually, in the keywords, I said it's a little bit windy, but I might be getting some. So I think that's what might have flagged it. Well, no, they can. My video still played. It just doesn't run ads. If there's a video that does anal waxing and it's running ads, I might have an issue. But they can run it with no ads. That's fine. But yeah, I think that was the one that flagged. But it had already been up for 2 or 3 days before I went in and changed it. The caterpillar one, I changed it right after it went up. It's been waxing with full ads. Is it? Well, because I had some other people that said they were waxing, like doing waxing and all that, and they flagged it for no. Investigative. uh, yeah, I don't know if I've seen people that do waxing and nipple piercing and all that, and they've flagged it and won't let them run ads on it. That's what I said. But I said no, but it was the way I phrased it. I have an attraction to these caterpillars. For some reason, it picked it up as something sexual with these caterpillars. First, that was what. And the one too is the way I phrased it. I said, "The wind is up, but I should be getting some." And the top was Pinot is getting hot. So the Pinot getting hot and getting some. So hot and getting some might be associated with hooking up with chicks or getting some sex or yeah, I am, but I'm talking about how I get flagged for stuff that's automated. And unless it gets 1,000 views in a week, yeah, hot caterpillar love. Um, unless it gets 1,000 views in a week, I can't request a review for them to look at it with a human looking at it and go, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, this is a caterpillar calling up his leg. Has nothing to do with a sexual fetish. We got it wrong." But see, now that I know that, when I get one that does that, and I think it's something I'm starting to learn their phrases and things that I might put in the description or in the title that kind of triggers YouTube's weird freaking mind or YouTube uploaders' weird mind of. So if I see it and I go, oh, okay, and I can change it. If I do it right away and then take it off monetization, put it back on monetization, then like the caterpillar one, all of a sudden now, boom, it's back and it's not limited. So one's about to die. Oh man, you didn't even get to the story. I'm just getting ready to get to the story. Plug it in. Plug it in. Oh shoot. I shouldn't say plug it in, plug it in. That might get me demonetized from this video because they check the audio. Plug it in. It's probably has something to do with some sort of sexual connotation. Okay, guys, I think we've done enough ranting and raving. We're not ranting and raving, but we've done our good pre-show stuff. Been about an hour. I do have a good story to tell. It's actually a tournament story. It's a good one. I just, I just need to, you know, frustrated. We need to calm down. We need to get a fire going. Get some relaxing kind of mood. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yes, we need to get into. I need this. Uh, the soothing. I know. I've had a bunch of them done. Like Mondo amongst the micros got very demonetized for some reason. A couple of the others, I don't know. It's just the way you phrase them. I said it's just looking for certain stuff. Well, if it does really good and gets over 1,000 views, then you can request a manual human to look at it, and they'd be like, they'd probably laugh and go, "Oh my god, no, this is great. It's about hot dogs and that." But I could see why we might have thought it was about something else, and they would say, "Okay, this is fine for advertising." It's just if you don't get that many views, like that kind of view, something like that, it might take off and get 1 million views. So they would probably review it manually and be able to go, no, this is no. Uh, okay, this is a good one. This is about, oh, I title it Careful Who You Teach. This tournament I actually had at this was at Kachuma. This is another team one. It was with my friend Jason. Um, so my friend Jason. Uh, this is another one that I kind of like. I said he was a self-employed. He did 3D animation. Had 2 kids. Was kind of on a budget. He had the budget for doing the ambushers, which is our regular club, but I had to talk him into doing the ones with Gold Coast and the one with the ambushers that we won. Or not ambushers, but Tri Valley. Because he didn't have the money, and I'm like, yeah, come on, I'm doing good. We always get first or third. You get your money back. You'll make like an extra 20, $30. Blah, blah, blah. So this one, Kachuma from my house was actually, it's like an hour and a half drive. It's right before Santa Barbara on the one on 54, 154, or the Kachuma Pass, the one that people duck out off the 101 to make it quicker too. But anyway, he was like, oh well, because he had an old Mustang, an old like '65 Mustang or something, so not the best gas mileage. And we always met in the other tournaments, but they were Santa Margarita, which is close to his house in Lopez. And so he's like, well, I don't know, I can't drive. I mean, the gas to get down there, I'm like, dude, just drive to my house. It's 20 minutes from your house. You can drive down there with me. Don't worry, it's no big deal. I was just down there for the ambush tournament, the one I told you about, where I actually got, it was a 2 day, but I got the second place. I'm all, don't worry, I went down and pre-fished a little bit before it. I'm all, dude, it's cool. You're going to get your money back. It's no big deal. Just go down there with me. We'll have some fun. It's funny. Everybody's feeling out, really. I get into my story, and everybody goes away. That's okay. I'm still going to tell the damn story. So, so he comes over. He meets me. We drive down there. We get down there. I launch the boat. And this launch ramp, once you launch a boat in the marina area, it's like 50. I didn't bring that up. That was somebody else that did that. But anyway, just outside the marina now, it's like 50, 60 feet deep, right? And so we're there. And like I said, I kind of had to beg my friend to go down there and end the tournament because, he's worried about money and his wife gets on him about spending money on these tournaments. Anyway, everyone he fished with me, unlike the ones he fished on his own, he got his money back and he won a little bit of money. So anyway, we're there and we're sitting there, and it's before a tournament. Waiting for everybody to get launched, things to go. And I've been down there to pre-fish, but I've been at Margarita a couple times, and Margarita is really weedy, lots of that stringy type weed. And so in there, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I should check the trolling motor to see if there's any weeds or anything or line in that stuck behind the prop in that. Because you get stuck there and it binds it, it slows it down. You can wear on the battery, blah blah blah. And so I'm like, all right. So I get down there, I take the wrench, I take out the bolt. I have the bolt in my hand. I have the bolt in this hand, and well, actually, I hold it between my fingers. I have the bolt. I take the prop off. I go to stand up, and I drop the bolt, and the bolt goes down, it hits my deck, bounces up, and goes over the side with a little like bloop and a little bubble. And like I said, it's like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 feet deep right in that area. And so I'm like, I mean, uh, my bolt for the prop just went in the water. I don't have an extra bolt. We're not probably going to do really well fishing without a trolling motor on my bass boat. Like I said, Jason, I had to convince to come. So I'm like, really don't want to tell him the fact that I just screwed our whole day before we even launched because and so finally I'm all, Jason? He's all, yeah, I'm all, we have an issue? And he's like, what? I'm all, I just dropped the trolling motor nut into the water. And he's like, what? I'm like, he goes, do you have an extra? I'm like, no. I'm like, well, maybe somebody, because there's like, I don't know, there was like 20 of us in the tournament. I had to make coda. I mean, somebody else had to have Makotas, right? And so we kind of like, so of course I'm like, well, we asked this guy who asked this guy, he goes through all the boat and everything, and he comes back to us like, no, nobody has an extra bolt. Nobody has nothing. I'm all, I felt so bad. I'm like, sorry, Jay. I mean, what are we gonna do? We can't. And he's like, well, do you have any bolts? Do you have anything? Do you have anything in your truck? I'm like, oh, I have my toolbox in the truck. I have tools in it, screws in it. No, I don't have any nuts in there. There's nothing that we can use. He's like, was there anything on the boat? Is there anything on the boat that has a nut that's the same size as, the threads the side? I'm all, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm all, oh, wait. I had my starting battery, and I actually had two deep cycles. I had the one we were using, and I had a spare, and it had wing nuts on it. I'm all, I don't know. Do you think the wing nuts on a battery post is the same size as the spindle on the trolling motor? He goes, yeah, I bet you they are. I bet you they are. So we go in there and we take the wing nut off one of them, and he hands it to me, and I take it to the front, and I start to put it on, but I don't know. Evidently, the threads aren't the same. It would go like halfway or partway into it, and then it would just tighten up. It would go, but it wasn't enough that there was like so much slop in it that I don't know if you ever taken off. You have that little pin that sticks through the shaft that slides into it, so it has to be tight. Well, it wasn't enough that if you pulled it out, it just spun, so it wasn't going to work. And so we're like, oh, we can. And Jason goes, oh, I have an idea. Let me see it. And so I handed it to him. I'm like, I took the wing nut back off. I handed him. He goes back up front, uh, gets down there, and he goes, "Oh, okay, okay. Where's the pliers or whatever?" I'm, "Oh, they're right here." And he's like, he goes, "Dude, it's on. I got it. It's tight." I'm like, "What the hell did you do?" He's like, "Oh, well, I flipped it. The wing nuts, it kind of comes off and goes, like that. Well, I was trying to put it on so the wing nut thing was out and it wouldn't. So he flipped it over. And so the wing nuts were aiming towards it. And since it only caught in the beginning, I don't know if the thread size was off, whatever, he was able to put it in the hit and tight. And so there, we one thing down. So we're able to launch. Uh, uh, at the time in the morning, I was spook bite, super spook junior, the teeny one, not the big super spook. Um, so we go out, and these tournaments, I don't know if it's still the same sort of deal, but back then, local tournaments, and I think even the professional ones, between middle of June and middle of September, if you had a tournament, you had to have dual weigh in because they said the water was too warm to keep it alive well, more fish kill. So you couldn't have an 8-hour tournament. You had to split up somehow. So ours basically went from, I think, like 7 o'clock to 11. Yeah, I think it was like 4 hours. And we came in 11, we had our weight and everything, and we went out from 12 till 4. So in these tournaments, you have to sort of, it's almost like not a 1 day, it's kind of like a 2 day because you have to figure out, um, you get 5 fish, you have to double weigh in. If you catch 5 good ones, do you just come in at 11 and weigh all of them, or do you only weigh 2 fish or 3 fish and then go out in the afternoon and try to get? So you kind of have to. It's a different kind. It makes it a totally different challenge when you have to do that. Figure out how to manage, almost like a multi-day tournament. You have to manage your fish. So anyway, we go out. Surface bite. I think we got one. Turn to the crankbait for like the last hour because usually it doesn't get going until after 11. Um, and we had like 5 or 6 fish in live well at that time. Because you can keep that many anyway. It's 5 fish limit. But so we had them in there. We weighed them. We knew what they were. And our goal was if we got 3 fish. And here's another thing too. In tournaments, you always kind of know the average of the lake and what size 5 fish limit, what it usually takes. That lake usually 18 pounds. You would win, sometimes 20, depending on if it's spring or whatever. But yeah, usually 18, sometimes 16, 17. My one practice day, plus I just did good at the ambushers, which was like a month before that, where I got second. So I was on the average and everything. So we kind of figured in if we get 3 good 3-pounders in the morning, we'll weigh 3. We only get like a couple because the afternoon bite, like cranking, I was usually averaging good, at least a couple good 3s and maybe a 3.5 and everything. So just the way we kind of planned it out, that was sort of the strategy in my head. So we had those in there. I think we had a couple that were like 215s, 215s, and one that was like 3.2. Plus we had a couple 2.5s, and we just threw them live what we weighed them to win because we didn't know. And I was kind of judging it by the bite and everything, how to strategize it. And so anyway, we're heading in 11 o'clock for the first part of the weigh-in. And I'm driving back. We're driving a little bit slower, but he's managing, taking him out and kind of weighing him to get to the best 3 we have. And so we're going along, and I see him kind of weigh one and throw over side, weigh one over, throw side. And he weighs another one, throw over side, and then all of a sudden he weighs another one and goes, "Oh shit." And I'm like, "Oh shit? What?" He goes, "I think I just threw back one of our big fish." And I went, "What?" And well, he kind of knew which one was a 3 and all that because he was kind of going, the water's dirty because it's lake, from the water. It's like a foot or whatever visibility. So even in the live well, it's going to work. So he was kind of going through and picking out what he thought was the smallest, and he would weigh it to make sure. And he weighed one that was, I guess, on the scale, it was 213. And he's like, "Oh, well, we have two 15s and we have the one that's a little bit three." So he threw it out, and then there were only three fish left. And all of a sudden, he noticed one looked a little bit small, so he took that one out and put it on the scale, and it only weighed 2.5. So he had just thrown away basically half of a pound of fish. Um, so I went, okay, you know what? Because of that, I let's just keep the two, throw that 2.5 out, so we can do three in the afternoon. Been doing pretty good. We have 4 hours to crank, blah blah blah. So we go, we weigh in. I think we're in like fourth place or something, fifth place at that point because we're only halfway through. And one team actually came in and weighed 20 pounds on the first weigh, and they weighed in five fish for 20 pounds, and they left. They just left and went home. They're like, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can do that. You just have to weigh five fish. So then the first weigh, they weighed five. They had 20 pounds. As far as the average, 18 usually pretty good odds. They went in, they left. So we weigh ours. So we go off for the second half. And first place we hit is this one bank where there was a lot of weeds out and everything else. And I'm all, there's been a couple times here that I've done good in the afternoon on a spook bite. So we go out and we run down it, and Jason's like, "Oh, we're using the Super Spook Junior or the big Super Spook." I want to know the last few times I've been here, I've done good on the Super Spook Junior. So yeah, let's do a couple runs through here with the Super Spook Junior and see how we do. I had the Florida bass. I think he had like a minnow color because we wanted to kind of give it different. Ran through it. I had one blow up on it. I missed it. Looked like a good fish. We turned around. We ran through it again. Um, Nothing else. I'm like, oh, well, sometimes I do good here in the middle of the afternoon with this wind, but not happening. Let's just go cranking. So we take off. We go around the lake, you know, do all of our cranking. We end up with three more good fish. I think all of them were 3 pound or a little bit over 3 pounds. So we end up going to the weigh-in, uh, weigh-in, and we end up getting second place. Or no, we end up getting, eventually we end up getting in third place. And I'm all, see, it worked out. We dealt with, you throwing away a big fish. We dealt with me being an idiot and losing the trolling motor. Oh, and from that time on, what I found out is those nuts are the same exact size. Everything has the nuts that hold your wheels on a skateboard truck. That's where I got the one to replace the wing nut that we had flipped upside down. So from that point on, since I had a bunch of old trucks and everything, I kept a bag of like 3 or 4 of them in the boat. But okay, so anyway, I need a drink. Okay, so we weigh in, we end up getting third place. Now I said one of the things with this, and when you do tournaments like this, it's managing, because it's like this one guy has gambled with 20 pounds. As far as the weights in that lake and to win, that wasn't really a gamble. 4 pounds, 20 pounds, five fish. You have another 4 hours of fish if you want to go back out. I would have done the same thing they did. Weighed to 20 pounds and just left. And they ended up winning the tournament too. So they only fished for 4 hours, went home early and everything, and ended up winning. Oh yeah, I did. But the funny thing is, see, here's how, like I said, there's a lot of lessons in this one. One is carry extra trolling motor blade nuts and extra blades because sometimes you break them. Other one is weigh all your fish before you throw them back. Don't just guesstimate on them. And the other one is be careful, what you think you're capable of. Because I said those one guys weighed five fish, didn't even want to fish the rest of the day. They weighed them. They had 20 pounds. Smart move, left, ended up winning it. Some other guys came in and weighed four fish, and their four fish weighed like 8 pounds. they weren't getting anything bigger all day long. They were only catching like 2 pounders, barely 2 pounders. They didn't think it was, get any better for them. But, they figured, oh, maybe we'll stumble onto a kicker. So they weighed 4 of their fish. So they had one. They went out for the next 4 hours. They only had one fish. Well, evidently, they found this one section of grass and they were flipping it. And they were catching 3 1/4 and 3.5 pound, almost 4 pound bass. So they caught 10 that size. They just got onto this spot where there were big fish. They're flipping. But they'd already weighed 4 2-pounders. So they only had one fish to add to their stringer. And so at the end of the day, I mean, they had 8 pounds and they ended up having like a 3.5. So they had like 12, but they ended up, in the middle of the pack. But that's what I said. It's like one person, you can judge it, you can plan it wrong. Like I said, we wanted to do 3. He threw back one of the big fish, so it really didn't help us. But ended up, we caught bigger fish than the one he ended up the 213 or whatever he threw back anyway, so it didn't really matter to us. But it was the second place team. And that's where this whole careful who you teach thing comes in. The person that beat us and got second, this was a guy that I met. I think I actually met him before I got into that club, but he was fishing that club. He had never had like a top 5. He'd never done really well. He hadn't been bass fishing very long. Anyway, he had like a brand new 21-foot, freaking 20-foot bitching range and everything. And I had this conversation with him about fishing the Sarah Spook. And had he ever tried to ever fished it? He said no. So I showed him the big ass Super Spook, because at the time I was actually doing really good on it. And so I told him, I'm all, yeah, that if you want to fish one, this one, the Florida bass, that's the one I've done the best on. No, you can't wait till the end of the day, because it's actually a fishing game regulation that tournaments in summer can't go longer. The bass cannot be in the live well for more than like 6 hours. And most tournaments are 8 hours long. So that's why they split it. Most people do 4 hour and 4 hour. Yeah, you have to do a split weigh in between, I think, June 15th and September 15th. I don't know if they've changed it. That's the way it used to be in California. That's why a lot of like FLW and all those others, Western Bass Trail and all that, that's why they do them up till June. And then if they have a last tournament, it's not till later half September into October, because of the split weigh-in thing. So yeah, no, you have to do the split. So anyway, that guy, yeah, so that guy, the guy that ended up getting second, I said, I saw him, I taught him. He said he never really fished a spook. I'm all, oh, you gotta give it a try. I told him the baby bass, the Florida. I'm all, if you only need one, that's one. He caught me an 8.3. My biggest bass ever at the time was caught on that. I've caught fish on everywhere. The big one, I mean, you can do the Super Spook Junior with the big one. It's a lot heavier. If you haven't done it, it's a lot easier to learn to walk. Well, they got second place. I think it was their first top 5 ever. And I told you that me and Jason, when we went out at 1 or 12, we went down that one section with the Super Spook, the Junior, down that one weed line. We tried a couple times, because I've done good on the Junior, not the big one in Cachuma. Well, I asked him afterwards, I'm like, how'd you do that? He goes, oh, in the afternoon, we got on a really good spook bite. And I went, what? He goes, I'm all, dude, I'm the one that, you fishing that thing now? Because when I talked to you, I told you about, he goes, oh, yeah, I've been practicing it for the last couple of months. And he explained where he was and where they caught those fish in the afternoon. And it was the spot that me and Jason went to first and ran down twice with the Super Spook Junior. And I guess after we left or whatever, he went over to it. And they went down it a couple times in that with the big super spook and bagged like good 3.5 and 4 pound bass off it on it. So yeah, that's why I say careful who you teach, because if I would have never told him about that bait, he would have never fished that bait, and he would never, well, basically, he would never fished it because he didn't know about it, and he was very novice and new to tournaments, and I was kind of, and if he wouldn't have done that, we would have got second and made a little bit more money. So yeah, that was kind of thing where it kind of slapped me in the face with me being helpful and teaching people and telling people about stuff. But yeah, I couldn't believe it because I said, and I remember because when we first went to do it, Jason said, "Oh, are you going to throw the big one or the small one? Do you want me to throw the small one? Will you throw the big one?" And uh, since my previous stuff out there, I'd done good on the smaller one. I'm like, but evidently those fish were there. They just wanted that bigger profile, that louder noise in the wind or something. But yeah, teaching that guy and telling him about that bait, turned around and kicked me in the ass like 3 months later in the tournament. So, yeah, that's it. That's that tournament story. I realize I have another tournament story. Uh, I had another one planned, and I also have another one that I realized be a good tournament story. It was about. Actually, I have some videos of it, or some videos of the guy that the tournament's gonna be about. I never did videos of fishing tournaments with him, but he was a viewer of mine. They got a hold of me years ago. This is like 2011 or something like that, and he basically kind of hired me as a guide, although he didn't really pay me. But anyway, to because he was doing tournaments down in San Antonio and Nazi and my neck of the woods. Anyway, I was already up here in Monterey, but yeah, I forgot about those. Plus, I said I have some other, I guess, high school stories, some other stories people want to tell, interesting ones. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the storytelling this time. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, although it was kind of funny that everybody stayed around and had so much fun with all the pre stuff, and then almost everybody bailed out when it went to the actual storytelling, well, at least this time. But hey, I don't care. This is just fun. It's just something to do. I have it planned. It's every Tuesday, so I come on. Uh, I get to talk to you guys. I get to see you guys. It's a lot of fun. I don't. It's just so we have fun. It's good. And yeah, we're out kind of. Oh, thanks. Well, I know I have good stories. It's just people want to stay around for the chicks and the bikinis and the bitching and moaning. They want to stay around for the women in bikinis and the bitching and moaning and all the other fun stuff we do. And then storytelling, they kind of take off. But I said I don't care. That's kind of why I don't know. Sometimes the late night hangouts I used to do on Friday was so much fun because we do the we do the Are You Smart in the Fifth Grade and all that. But I need to come up with a regular night to do that. I don't know if it might be like a Saturday night or Sunday night. I don't know, because now Tuesdays I actually don't do anything. I can't go anywhere. Uh, Not really, because if I would have been on the bite, I would have went to there first with it. But I just thought it was. It's the only time it's really come back and slapped me in the face where it was somebody that I. But not really, because he had to. He had to go and use that spook at. It was a very specific situation. Um, but like I said, it was just the fact that I told him about that. He never fished that bait until I told him about it and everything else. But yeah, it's I don't know. It was just a really random. Because I still even during tournaments when I was doing good, I would show people the bait and everything else. But usually it didn't matter. But no, that's not the part of the story. I share information all the time. That wasn't it. It was just the one time that I actually came around, and the person actually executed what I taught him at the perfect time in the perfect situation. And usually I tell them that stuff and they're like, "Yeah, I've been trying that bait, it don't fucking work. I've never even got anything on it, blah blah blah." This guy actually listened when I started learning from me and executed it against me and won. So I actually feel good because he believed me enough to learn the bait and try it and execute it in the same place that I executed and thought that bait would work. Yet I went small and he went big, and that was key. So kudos to him. And we still got third. We still made our money back plus like an extra $20. So we were fine. Yeah, I do need to find a time to do a regular hangout. Because at Tuesdays now I can't go anywhere at 7:30. Usually at this time, if I was fishing and going to film a show and that, unless I go in the morning, maybe Tuesday I can start going down the beach in the morning. So this is the day where I just do editing and film stuff in house. But I don't know, maybe Sunday night. Saturday, Sunday, I don't like going to Love Lakes because it's so crowded. There's so many people. Usually, most of them don't. Most of them will yell at you and get mad at you if you're anywhere near them. I've seen fights go on. I've seen all that stuff. But I don't know. I would, I don't know. But I had a technique that was totally unique and most people wouldn't deal with. So that's why I always did it. And my friend always told me not to. But anyway, yeah, maybe I'll do like Sunday. Wasn't that like the thing from the monster truck or something? Like I always said, Sunday. On where? Yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, I forgot. Right to bury you here. Did you like that I put you in the thumbnail? You made the thumbnail, dude. Yeah, you weren't actually meant to be. Wait, what? Monterey. No, but right to bed. Did you see yourself as the thumbnail? You didn't mention that. You didn't say, "Hey, I made the thumbnail." It was actually supposed to be Wayne because I wanted to up my like ethnic thumbnails. I like to keep, because too many white people they get a little mad. Kind of like commercials. You need to up your. You need to up your. You need to have some Hispanics. You need to have some Asians. You need to have some blacks. Well, I actually, wanted to have Wayne in it, but I didn't have a really good thumbnail of him. Oh, okay. Uh, so yeah, I ended up having yours was a lot better thumbnail anyway, but I was hoping to have one of him to up my ethnic thumbnails, but I don't want whoever polices that to come at me saying that I don't have enough diversity of Native Americans, Asians, Mexicans, blacks, Russians, Germans, French. Yeah, I did. It was there were two white guys and an Asian and an African American. Basically, what it broke down to. But yeah, his shot. I kind of looked at it, but no, I didn't. No, your shot was the best. I mean, overall, that shot of you for the thumbnail was just like, just I don't know. In my mind, it worked perfect for what it needed to be. Uh, but yeah. Oh no, don't feel privileged. It's just because it was the best shot. If Wayne had a better shot, or Fishing with Ken had a better actual shot, uh, Yeah, I would ixnay you, but no, you had the best shot, and and it kind of worked out because you got the best fish that day. Or that was the biggest fish I think we got. Well, until we went live, and I got the better ones. But no, I always pick. What I mean, whatever's going to be the best. Yeah, well, Ken S. It was a shot at him with a fish in his hand, and Wayne. It was two of them where he had fish in there, but no, it just didn't work out. Yours was the best, and yours was the biggest fish, so it deserved to be the one with the thumbnail. But yeah, that was fun. We need to do it again. Well, I didn't. I never have myself on my thumbnails. Usually, I'm always taking them from like my hat cam, just holding my hand. I always forget to like take the other camera and actually do a shot of me with. I need to start using the fisheye one so I can actually hold the fish and have a better shot for my thumbnails. But yeah, no, yours ended up perfect, and it's got a lot. I mean, I was kind of lagging with videos for the last few, but uh, videos kind of sucked anyway. The ones where I didn't catch any, and uh, I just didn't have a catchy title. I don't know. It kind of shows when I don't have a catchy title, and I'm not kind of into the video and that. It's kind of the views sort of reflect it. But this one jumped back up in like one day, and now it's up over 200 videos or 200 views, which is good for me. And I think it will. Last year, the one for this opening did pretty good and got like 400, 500, 600 views within not that long. So yeah, I think that one's gonna go up. Oh yeah, we'll plan it. We'll plan it the next time. I gotta figure out where I want to go tomorrow. I need to go out and film for the next 3 days. I need content for next week. I need to film Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I need to film for 4 days straight. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because I try to upload every single day, Monday through Friday, and I have one more show. I have one more show. I have Skate Fish 3.0 if I want to edit that one. Actually, no, I have two more because I have a how-to I'm doing. What's another one? I really need to go do a bunch more of my tips and tricks and my Bowsy Bites. So I have filler in between fishing shows because this is my only job and the only thing I'm doing to try and make a career in my life. Um, I'm caught up more on my fishing shows. I used to be backed up because I had to work so much and I could only fish so much, and then uh, I uploaded and blah blah blah. But anyway, now that I've caught up, I like it because it's more current now. Within a week or less, sometimes I have a video out. I'm thinking of maybe tomorrow going to uh, Almaden Reservoir. Yeah, yeah. Email me. Yeah, phone number would be good. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe going back to Almaden Reservoir. I'm thinking that maybe going back to Coyote Creek Lakes since I actually didn't film the show till the end. I cut it short and then went live. But if I would have kept filming the show till the end, I would have had three more good fish and three better fish towards the end. So I'm definitely have to go back there soon. If not tomorrow, maybe the day after that. But Saturday I have fishing with Chris on this boat, so that's good. But I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I need to fill it with some good fishing. But yeah, send me an email with your phone number or right to bear. I'll definitely call you up. I said I might hit up. I want to go back to there. It should have some weeds going. Had some other stuff going now at Almond Reservoir. Uh, should be good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be shutting this one down. The old storytelling Tuesday. It was fun. We had some people in here. Like I said, who knows when I'll show up live. I've been wanting to go to back to the pier and do one, but the wind's been a bitch. I don't know, Saturday, Sundays are kind of fun to go play with people at Pinot. So, see what's up. But tomorrow there's a show. Metcalf, where are you talking about? I thought you were talking about here in Monterey. You're talking about here in Monterey or somewhere else? I know it's up here somewhere if I look. Monterey Road, Metcalf Road. Where'd you say that? I scooped out a lake pond at Monterey at Metcalf Road. So is that Monterey here, Monterey? Is that up there or is that above Coyote Creek Lakes? Are those the ones you're talking about? The water, you said meant something about water ski. You can fish the water ski one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the old one you used to have to pay to fish. And then there's the one, the water ski one. The one that's fenced off that used to be pay to fish, you can't fish. But the one they used to water ski on, you can fish. I talked to the ranger about that because I've never been up there. But yeah, there's the one that closed in 2008 that you used to have to pay to fish, and then there's another pond that he called the water ski pond, and the one you water ski on. That one you can fish, but yeah, the other one that's fenced off, and I know it's private property. You can't fish it, but evidently the water ski one you can fish. So I don't. Yeah, I got the scoop on that. Yeah, yeah, got the scoop from the ranger. Talked to the ranger. I think it was the ranger when I was at I don't know where I was at. They still water ski there. Oh, they can still water ski there. Yeah, the one they water ski on, you can fish. It's the other one that's fenced off and that you can't. No, it was when I was at Alberton, the same ranger that checked us for our licenses. At the end of that show with Dr. Hambone, I talked to him for a long time and we talked about that. And he said, yeah, because he patrols that area. So yeah, the water ski one, the one they still water ski on, golden to fish. The other one, stay the hell out because you'll probably get a ticket. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. Send me an email. Send me a number because I'm going somewhere tomorrow, probably in the afternoon. Yeah. I'll probably be going somewhere around 12 or 1. Wouldn't let me. Oh, by the way, I don't even know if I can find it. I got to find this. I don't know where it is. Where did these go? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, send it to me because I think. No, I don't think they're in here. Oh wait. Oh, it's right here. Oh yeah. Well, there's only one other person on here besides somebody that's. But there's only Right to Bear that's on here, other than I think Low Budget, who's still hanging out. So this will be futile to do a teaser, but if you do join Patreon for as little as $1 a month, these are the Patreon inside videos I put on. That's only accessible to.
Hello, welcome to this little Patreon insider video. Today.
Okay. You really gotta do it when there's a lot more people on here. But yeah, that was a little teaser. You like it? It was like really long, wasn't it? Hello and welcome to this. And yeah, so little teaser of what people can get if they become a Patreon and go to patreon.com/Sunday Goes Bad and do $1 a month to help support Sunday Goes Bad. And there's only YouTube on here, but I'm practicing. I'm supposed to be trying to get better at it. But all right, guys, I've been on almost 2 hours. It's time to get out of here. Uh, for one, I gotta go to the bathroom. For two, I just kind of want to kick back for a bit because I've been editing constantly all day long. I finished editing one. I actually filmed that one that you just saw and spent the time like 3 hours editing it. And I just want to kick back, have the rest of my beer, have a cigarette, and figure out where I'm going to go fish with Brady Bear tomorrow if he's willing to go. But thanks a lot, guys. Join us next time. And well, I'm out.